Hello, it's Nikki. I'm a personal branding coach. I'm an actor, a writer, a speaker, a mum of two. I'm here for some personal brand chat. So today I'm making a video which conflicts with an old opinion I had. I'll hold my hands up. I'm wrong sometimes. Of course I am. I'm a human being. And that is around the conversation of the discovery call, the free call, the chemistry call. You know what I'm saying. The strategy thing. The thing that we all put on our website, like contact me for a free consultation. So I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this, but I feel like I've found my way. I feel like I've got to a point where I feel like it all aligns. Rewind. So when I first started coaching, I had no boundaries. No boundaries. I would over-deliver. I would give everybody everything. I would go above and beyond. I would send them links. I would introduce that person to somebody. I would do all the things. And I thought I was being really helpful. And I probably was. But I wasn't being helpful to myself because I wasn't making that connection that the first call was to actually see if we were a fit to work together. So that's not to say these calls need to be about the nitty gritty of like, what packages do you offer? Like, you want to make sure that you gel. You want to make sure that you like the person. You want to make sure that actually you're the right person for the job. But in that free session, even though you want to give loads of value, and I think you should, you don't have to give them everything, because sometimes what you might be saying, what you might be suggesting may be too overwhelming. And you want somebody to leave that conversation feeling inspired, feeling buoyant, feeling like, yes, I can't wait to get more of that. Like, this is what I need. Oh my goodness, this person really understands me. They really get me. Rather than going, oh my goodness, like, I'm so overwhelmed. This all feels like it's out of touch. It's out of reach. I wouldn't know where to start. I just feel like I'm not where I need to be. You don't want to have that kind of energy. So in the beginning, what I would end up doing is giving so much, and people would like either do two things. Like, they'd either go like, yeah, this is great, but I've had enough, or, I don't know if this is the right thing for me, and you never hear from them again. So that's what used to happen. And then I went through a stage of being like, right, I'm not going to do any discovery calls. Like, people have heard me. I make enough free content, and they should just sign up. And that was daft as well. And why was I being stroppy in my brand and my business? Like, that was completely unnecessary, because sometimes what then people would do is, if I didn't have a conversation, they would buy, I don't know, a £20 course instead of doing what they actually needed and wanted to do in terms of like working with me one-on-one. So I was leaving a lot of those things off the table. The third thing I want to share is I had no kind of vetting process. And what I mean by this is I would chat to anyone and everybody, because I had this sense that maybe it's from the acting world, like, you never know what's going to lead to something. You never know like what could become of something. And this was conflicting to actually my schedule. Like, at the time when I was doing this, my baby was really little, and so I wasn't leaving him for long periods of time. So the moments that I had were really squeezed. And sometimes it was that moment that the person wasn't necessarily prepared. They weren't in a position to consider even working about it. They were just going, it's free. Yeah, sure. Why not? And that was the energy that they brought to the table. And that just wasn't conducive. It wasn't conducive to what we could achieve in the session. It wasn't conducive to gaining a new client and moving forward. And we both left the conversation going like, okay, that was right. That kind of energy. So now, stage 4, after doing all of these things, what I now offer is a free 15-minute session. Usually it goes on a little bit longer because in 15 minutes, like, I feel like I'm only just getting started with somebody and I like to add value where I can. However, the big thing that I've done is to even just put this, I mean, this has been game changing. Make sure you have a look at my coaching packages in advance of this, because all the prices are there. And also, if somebody's taking my time, I want them to be prepared for the call. I want them to have had a look at my website and like thought, yeah, okay, what's going to be right for me? How can I move forward? What's going to be really good? I don't want to have to use the time together, I guess, to share all of that information. Also, I don't try and convince people to have a free session with me. So there have been times where, say on Instagram, people say, I love what you do, or they tag me on the podcast, or they do X, Y, and Z. And I will say, great, if there's something I can help you with, just let me know. I have a free 15-minute session available. And it's interesting because sometimes people will come back like shocked, like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I don't need anything. Because I'm sure in the back of their head, they're like, oh my God, she's going to sell to me. Oh no, she's going to make me sign up for something and I haven't got the money and I don't want to do this. And, oh, I'm not sure about coaching or who she is, or all of that stuff comes up. And equally, sometimes I might have a response from somebody who says, yeah, it sounds cool. And now, in the position that I'm at this stage of my brand and business, I don't want to work with people that just say, yeah, it sounds cool. Like, I want to work with people that are excited, that want to get cracking, that have enthusiasm, that are focused, that want to do it even if it feels hard, that they have that exuberance to their work, to their life, all of that good stuff. Now, I'm not saying they have to be like Alec Baldwin, like, look at the stars, look at the sky, look at this room. You know, it's about human connection, of course. But yeah, cool is like, do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, cool. Like, what I'm trying to do here is help people like create their own version of business and life. You want that to be exciting. Yeah, cool is not that kind of conversation in that sort of engagement, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I would love to hear what you do, what works for you, what works for your clients, how you found your rhythm with it. Do you have a set process? Is there a way that you've introduced something and it's like game changing and it's made everything work in a more favorable way? I would love to hear. Feel free to comment down below or email me. And if you do want a free 15-minute session after I've said all of that, please get in touch. If you're ready, if you're committed, if you've looked at my coaching packages, if you're like, yeah, actually, I need to do this, but I need to make sure that there's that gel, that there's that chemistry, just get in touch. I'm here and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.